yourself regularly.
Police service.
Chief Carnes.
Police service.
Chief Carnes.
Are you requesting Chief Carnes?
Yes.
Just a minute. I'll support you to the secretary. All right, just 1 second. I'll put it on hold. The dispatcher will take care of you.
Limit yourself to 2 drinks per day if you are male. Avoid drinking too much alcohol at one time or binge drinking. If you are concerned about your drinking, talk with your VA healthcare team about getting help. Get recommended screenings and immunizations. Did you know it is important to keep up with police services?
Holding for Chief Carnes.
Okay, I do not. Okay, hold on. Is Chief here? Healthcare team to find out which screening tests and immunizations are recommended for you. Be safe. Did you know there are practical steps you can take to be safe? To maintain your health, it is important to be safe and protect yourself from sexually transmitted infections, falls, and motor vehicle crashes. Talk to your healthcare provider to learn more. The Central Texas Veterans Healthcare System has facilities in Temple, Waco, Austin, Brownwood, Bryan College Station, Cedar Park, LaGrange, and Palestine. We want to help you stay healthy. The following tips will help you enjoy the healthy life you, as a veteran, deserve. Be tobacco-free. Did you know?
I'm going to transfer you now.
The health of your family members? If you quit smoking or using other forms of tobacco, you and your family will experience health benefits in the short and long term. One moment, please. At 1-800.
That's for the police. But they all the time talking about, oh, you sound angry. You frustrated. You sound so frustrated. That's what they all saying, that like crazy bullshit, right?
Good afternoon, Central Texas VA Operator 3. Where can I direct your call?
VA Police, Temple.
Okay, please hold.
You enjoy the healthy life you, as a veteran,
So like,
deserve.
we're going through this
Be
again.
tobacco for.
We just finished calling.
Dispatch, how can I help you?
I just finished calling and asking for Chief Carnes. I was transferred to his office. Then they told me they was going to transfer me to him, and then the phone just kept ringing.
Mr. Broadnax, I transferred over and it didn't go through. Hang on, let me try it again.
Say what?
Hang on 1 second, it didn't go through. 1 second.
By eating wisely, you will maximize your health. Look for a variety of foods, including vegetables.
Oh yeah, we know it didn't go through.
VA Police Deputy Chief Martinez speaking. How may I help you?
I was holding for Chief Carnes.
He's on leave this week, sir.
He's on leave.
Yes, sir.
So how is it nobody knows he's on leave?
It was unscheduled.
Yeah, but I'm calling and asking for him, and everybody's telling me, "Hold, wait, this, that, and the other."
Well, I doubt they knew. It was on schedule, so he's on leave.
That shows how good police they are. They don't even know their boss ain't there. They're the super cops. Okay, so who's in charge in his absence?
I am.
Okay, so is Chief Carnes on this ETAT?
Can you repeat that, sir? I didn't understand.
Is Chief Carnes on the ETAT?
On the ETA, Chief?
The ETA team.
I'm not sure what the ETA is.
Employee Threat Assessment Team.
Yes, he is.
He is.
Yes.
Okay, so is he the how could I say, the chair of this
I think
team?
He's the co-chair.
He is the co-chair. Okay.
Who am I speaking with?
Okay, so let me understand this.
Who's this? Who am I speaking
If you
with?
have officers
How's it going, sir?
who are violating the law,
may I ask who I'm speaking
and then
with?
you have the cop, who's the person that's gonna how could I say, allow them to investigate themselves, and that's a legitimate investigation, and the VA considers that like legitimate. That's wild. That's wild.
Is there a question? I'm not sure.
Yeah, that was how does the offenders investigating themselves? Where's the legitimacy in that?
Is there a specific incident you're referring to? Because I'm not sure you're.
Well, I mean, just in general, if offenders get to investigate themselves, how is that legitimate?
An offender wouldn't investigate themselves.
Well, that's exactly what's happened there in Central Texas Veterans Healthcare System. That your Howard Boyer has violated the rights of a veteran on multiple occasions. It's been proven, and then he encouraged a nurse to violate this patient's rights, and then they got caught up in their little scheme, and so what he's allowed to do is investigate himself in this little scheme.
Who is the patient you're referring to?
Broadnax.
Can you spell that?
Broadnax.
Okay.
I mean, y'all know all about it, man. I don't.
All right. So then. Okay. A person that was suspected of something wouldn't be the person doing the investigation.
Okay, but that's exactly what Howard Boyer's been able to do. That's exactly what he was allowed to do. So you're saying that wouldn't happen, but I can prove that that's exactly what happened.
Okay. How would you prove that?
By way of reports. You look at the reports.
So you're talking about an incident report or the employee threat assessment?
Incident report.
Okay, an incident report would be different than the employee threat assessment team.
That's it. Okay, so what does the employee threat assessment team do?
They review
They review what?
the case. They review the case.
Okay, so how are they not reviewing the case and seeing where the employee? Okay, well, let's go from the beginning. The employee called the police and said veteran is recording. So where's the justification for calling the police?
From what you're telling me, I don't see what the issue is.
Okay, well, police came out and harassed me. Okay, then she gets there. He gets, they get there, right? And they ask her what's going on.
Okay, give me a date and time, please.
Okay, hold on a second. It's, oh boy, November 25th, 2019.
You said November 26th?
No, November 25th.
25th. Okay. Is this the first time this being reported, or has this been reported?
No, it's been reported. Man, this is what your hospital's biggest problem is.
Okay, so I'm listening, sir.
Okay. Responded to Building 4 concerning a veteran who was recording staff.
Okay.
Okay, you responded to Building 4 because you got a call from a veteran recording. So what does that have to do with anything? It's his right to record. So what are you responding for?
To my knowledge, with not having the report in my hand, I can't comment on why they responded.
Okay. Made contact with the staff.
From what you're telling me, just recording is not a crime.
Okay, but when he went out, he responded.
I can't comment on anything I don't know, have knowledge in. So.
Okay, made contact with staff, who then advised me she was threatened on November 25th. Okay, wait a second.
Well, a threat would be a different.
Wait a second. Exactly. So
an officer would respond for a threat.
If you called about recording, but then when they get there, now you switched it to it's something about a threat. Why wasn't the threat the primary issue?
Sir, I don't have the report in my hand.
Okay, I'm just saying. Let's talk and let's use, like the law would use, reason, because aren't you supposed to apply reason in your commission of your duties? Do you not use reason?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so would it be reasonable for a person to put their uneasiness ahead of a physical threat in their priorities? Would that be reasonable?
Right, I don't know if there was a physical threat made or not, so I can't comment on that.
Okay, well, let's see.
Was it there? I don't have the
made
report in my
contact
hand.
With the staff.
You're asking me to comment on stuff that you're just telling me.
Who then advised me
I don't know.
She was threatened on November the 25th by the same veteran. Per statement, she was not directly threatened. Okay, let's go inside and let's look inside. Let's look deeper. On December 23rd, Officer Chadwick, was dispatched to Building 4 concerning veteran Ethelbert Broadnax. Upon arrival to the Gold team, Broadnax was sitting in a chair.
December 3rd? You said
December
December 3rd?
23rd, 2009. Broadnax was sitting in a chair charging his cell phone. Staff advised me he was a walk-in to be seen by the doctor. I left the area, but stayed in the building. A few minutes later, Captain Boyer dispatched me back to Gold Team concerning Broadnax had assaulted a staff member. Okay, so this is the captain. He a captain over there, right? He's a captain. Okay, so Marshall stated, okay, wait up. I left the area, stayed in the building. Later, I made contact with Molly Marshall. Marshall stated she had been assaulted on November 25th, 2019. Now, this is December the 23rd. Okay, so I asked her how she was assaulted. She stated Broadnax threatened her by saying, "I will punch you in the face." I asked her if
So the threat of physical violence made by the
that's what she's alleging.
okay.
I asked.
So that would be a reason for the officer to respond.
Okay, but that's not what was communicated. That's not what was communicated over the phone, though. What was communicated over the phone, or whatever through the message, was that I was recording. Okay, so
is there like, I mean, is there like a copy of the video or the audio in there or something?
No, but if you.
So where are you getting that from?
Okay, responded to Building 4 concerning a veteran who was recording staff. Okay, so if there was a threat anywhere mentioned, if there was a threat anywhere mentioned in there, then the threat would have been, it responded to Building 4 concerning a threat, blah, 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 patient recording, but it was been threat first. If the threat had been mentioned.
Okay. So
that's using reason.
The officer was dispatched because the patient made a threat.
That's using reason, but you if you don't want to use reason, we can go ahead and compensate for that. Okay, so I asked her how she was assaulted. She stated Broadnax threatened her by saying, "I will punch you in the face." I asked her.
So that is a threat.
I asked if he actually assaulted her, and she stated no. I asked Marshall why she was just reporting the incident. She stated she did report the incident. When it occurred, 3 officers responded to her call. Okay, so now wait a second. She says I threatened to punch, I will punch you in the face. That's what she's saying. Okay, we'll go back to the first page. Per her statement, she was not directly threatened. So how is I will punch you in the face? How can you get any less direct than that?
Without seeing the report, so I couldn't comment on that. I don't know.
Listen,
what the report says.
I'm reading, and I'm just asking you to apply reason, man. Because you hear this trash. You hear this garbage. I will punch you in the face. I will punch you in the face. Per her statement, she was not threatened.
That's a threat.
So wait a second. So per her statement, she was not threatened, though.
I don't know why the officer would write that, because that would clearly be a threat if someone told that to that employee.
If that happened, right? But if it didn't happen,
that would be a threat.
If it didn't happen, then isn't that falsifying reports? Isn't by her telling a lie? Isn't that a falsified report? If something did not happen, then you can't say it did happen, and that can't be normal. That can't be kosher. That's not regular business. Is that how we're doing stuff? We're just saying whatever we want to say?
Again, sir, I don't have the reports. I can't sit there and comment on stuff that I don't see. But any person should be truthful on a report.
Okay, you say you cannot quote on or comment on what you cannot see. Okay, so I'm asking you a simple question. Falsifying reports.
I would say everybody should be truthful on reporting any crime.
Okay, so what's supposed to be done when you falsifying reports? What's supposed to be done?
Well, I don't know if that was a false statement or not.
Okay. Do you want me to get out the other reports where she makes three other different statements? Because I can go dig that out right now. So that's what I'm saying. We know she's lying. But y'all going to keep riding with this liar and keep playing this silly little game.
Again, sir, I don't have any evidence that. What?
Okay, you can't look it up. Molly D. Marshall. I gave you the date of the report.
How can else can I help you, sir? Is there anything else I can help you with?
You haven't helped me with this at all. I've proven that you guys are falsifying reports, that you're lying, and you're mistreating me based on these lies, and you're telling me how else can you help me when you haven't helped me? This is what I want help with. This is your job. I didn't sign you up for this job. You signed up for this job.
That is very true.
Okay, so now I'm asking you to do your job. Are you mad at me because I'm asking you to do the job that you signed up for?
I'm not upset with you at all, sir.
Okay, then. So why can't I get any help? Because you're being dismissive. You're saying, how else can I? You're not helping me with this. You're being dismissive. You're being passive aggressive.
Not at all, sir.
Yes, that's exactly what you're doing.
No, sir, not at all.
That's exactly what you did. How else can I help you? We read between the lines. I'm not gonna do nothing about this. So what else? What else do you want? Because I'm not gonna do nothing about this. But what else do you want? Read between the lines. You tell me you're not being dismissive. Come on, man. I mean, and you still ain't really told me your responsibility when you find out that people are falsifying reports. And you ain't asked me how to get this information to you. You wanted nothing. You want to, how else can I? You want to go past that? Somebody wants to tell you about dirty cops and nurses that are abusive, but you want to dismiss that. How else can I help you? And I'll be calling the what is it? Vision is it 17? I'll be calling them again.
We are in Vision 17, yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna be calling them again in the morning and talking about this right now, this conversation right now. How you being dismissive? I'm gonna be telling them about that. And that's exactly how.
It's your every right to complain about anything that happens. I'm not being dismissive to you. I apologize if you feel that way. But you have every right to complain if you feel that I'm not giving you the proper treatment.
And so what's going on now?
Sir?
What am I holding for now?
I'm holding for you, sir. Tell me.
Okay, so you're not going to help me with the issue that I brought, that I addressed to you. You're not going to help me with that.
I'm listening to you, sir.
Molly Davila Marshall has falsified multiple reports. She said that I threatened her after she assaulted me. The assault was provoked by your Howard Boyer. She and Howard Boyer thought that they were going to play a little game. Game over. What are you going to do about it? I can drag out other reports and I can prove.
I don't have any evidence that.
Okay, so when do we gather? When do we sit and I can present evidence?
Your word against their word, right?
Say what?
Are you basically saying it's your word against their word?
No, it's my videos and your reports against your word. I don't have to say a whole lot. I'm just going to point out the inconsistencies in your reports. And then I'm going to point out how the videos don't match these reports either. So if these reports don't match the videos, then if that's not proof of lying, then you can't tell me that there's further proof. You can't deny that. The video.
Again, I don't have the videos.
Yeah. So when can I come and play the videos? When can I? That's what I'm saying. You don't want to see the videos. You want to go to something else. You're being dismissive. When can I present the evidence of wrongdoing, of abuse, violation of federal rights, violation of civil rights every day? Where's the concern with that?
How are your civil rights violated?
Are you serious, man? Are you serious? This woman lies. You hear me? Lies. Says that I threatened to punch her in the face. Karen lies. Says that I threatened to punch her in the face. And I did not. She assaulted me.
How did she assault you?
By putting her funky hand on me. I told her, don't touch me. She touched me anyway. I can't determine who touches me and who don't touch me. I gotta let everybody in the hospital touch me because they want to. What's the law that says that?
There's nothing about. I don't understand the question.
Do I have to let anyone in the world just touch me because they want to? I can't determine who can touch me and who can't.
No, you won't have. No one should touch you unless you're being.
Okay, so when I tell you don't touch me, that means don't touch me, right?
Yes, that would mean.
Okay, so when you touch me,
there's a different reason.
when you touch me, then you violated my rights. You're assaulting me.
You don't have to yell.
So,
you can have a calm conversation.
so when you do that in front of the police, and the police laugh, that's their reaction to it is to laugh.
Who laughed?
It's on video. I don't know those police's names, but it's on video. Been on YouTube for over 2 years now.
Okay.
So
this is something you've been reporting?
Been reporting.
You've been working on?
I've been reporting. This is a game that your superiors, Chief Carnes, he's been gaslighting for Howard Boyer. Howard Boyer's been violating my rights for well over 2 years. Howard Boyer been violating my rights for like 3 years. And the hospital been letting him get away with it. See, like y'all look at stuff, y'all examine evidence. Y'all say that, look at the timeline. The timeline. See, I know elements of a crime. I know how this all works. You look at the timeline. Then we look at motivation. What's the motivation? What's the person's mental state? We look at all these things, and I can prove how your people, Howard Boyer, Chief Carnes, and others are dirty. And then you can choose to be whatever you want to be. But like I told you when we started this conversation, we look at how the law is going to look at it and apply reason. So if you want to think, irrationally, you go ahead and think irrationally. But the law, you're speaking over me. There's your passive aggressiveness again. Can I speak? Can I speak?
You've been speaking. I'm just asking you.
Okay, so why couldn't I finish speaking?
Go ahead, sir. You're free to speak as much as you want. I'm gonna put you on speaker though. Go ahead, sir. Hey, sir, you can keep talking.
Okay.
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Can you hear me?
You playing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
You playing?
Sir?
You are playing. We've been on the phone for over 25 minutes, and now all of a sudden you want to put me on the speakerphone? You're playing a game. You're playing a game, sweetheart.
Get my hands free.
You're playing a game, sweetheart.
I'm not. I asked you, did you report this?
You're playing a game, Cupcake. I'm not going to play your game, Cupcake.